Welcome to the world of Korean natural farming and living fertilizers. By making our own liquid fertilizers, we nurture the vibrant community beneath our feet, microbes, fungi, and more. This is about feeding the soil first, creating a resilient cycle of health in our gardens. Homemade fertilizers reconnect us with nature's cycles of life, decay, and renewal. Brewing compost tea or collecting bokashi leachate means you're actively creating life and unlocking nutrients for your plants. These methods are simple, using what we already have: compost, kitchen scraps, or local manures, turning waste into horticultural gold. It's not about expensive equipment, but about observation, patience, and understanding that healthy soil means healthy plants. Embrace this process with curiosity. Your garden and climate will guide you. Think of it as a conversation with your soil. Feed it, and it will reward you with vibrant, resilient plants. This is gardening at its most rewarding, a partnership with nature that brings joy and abundance. Let's begin this journey together and learn to brew the best for our gardens. Liquid fertilizers are nutrient-rich brews made by steeping organic materials in water. Think of it as tea for your plants. Unlike synthetic fertilizers, these teas teem with beneficial microbes that feed both plants and soil. There are several types. Compost tea multiplies good microbes. Bokashi tea is a potent byproduct of fermentation, and manure teas extract nutrients from well-rotted manure. Korean natural farming methods use fermentation to create powerful plant extracts. These teas provide essential nutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, in forms plants can easily absorb. The real magic is in the microbes, which break down organic matter, improve soil structure, and protect roots from disease. Homemade teas are a supplement, not a replacement for good soil management. Use them as a boost for seedlings or hungry crops during key growth stages. This holistic approach builds soil fertility and resilience year after year. It's a gentle, nurturing way to garden. Aerated compost tea is a fantastic way to multiply beneficial microbes for your garden. You'll need a large bucket, an aquarium air pump with an air stone, non-chlorinated water, quality compost, and a bit of unsulfured molasses. Let tap water sit for 24 hours or bubble it to remove chlorine. Set up your brewer air stone at the bottom. Pump on, bubbles rising. Place 4 cups of your best compost in a mesh bag. Add to the bucket and stir in 1 or 2 tablespoons of molasses. Submerge the bag and let it brew for 24-36 hours. The bubbling keeps the tea oxygenated and multiplies the good microbes. When it smells earthy and sweet, it's ready. If it smells foul, discard and start over. Dilute before applying to your garden. This living tea will invigorate your soil and plants. Bokashi fermentation turns kitchen scraps into a pre-compost and produces a powerful liquid, bokashi tea. This leachate is nutrient-rich, but very acidic. Never use it undiluted. Always dilute at least 1/100 with water, or even weaker for young plants. Drain leachate every few days. Its pickled aroma means fermentation is working. Use the diluted liquid within a day or 2 for best results. Apply it to soil, not leaves, as a quick-release fertilizer and soil conditioner. Handle with care. Wear gloves and avoid using on leafy greens or root crops near harvest. The undiluted leachate can also be poured down drains to clean pipes and control odors. Bokashi tea is a potent tool. Just remember, dilute and use promptly. With care, it's a fantastic way to recycle kitchen waste into garden gold. Safety and hygiene are key when handling this powerful brew. Enjoy the benefits, but always err on the side of caution. Manure tea is a time-honored, simple liquid feed made by steeping well-rotted manure in water. Only use manure that's fully composted, at least 6 months old, to avoid burning plants or spreading pathogens. Fill a sack with manure, steep in a container of water, and let it brew for 1 to 2 weeks, stirring occasionally. Dilute the resulting tea to the color of weak black tea before use, about 1:10 with water. It's perfect for boosting leafy greens during their main growing season. Human urine, when diluted 1:10-1:20, is also a potent free nitrogen source. Just avoid using it on seedlings or salads. These natural boosters close the nutrient loop and keep your garden thriving. Use with care and respect for best results. Simple, traditional, and effective. Nature's own plant food. Timing and method matter when applying homemade teas. Apply to moist soil, ideally in the morning or evening to reduce evaporation and stress. For general feeds, use diluted compost tea every 2 to 4 weeks during the growing season. Hungry crops can get a weekly boost. Potent teas like bokashi or manure tea should be used sparingly, every 3-4 weeks. Always dilute aim for the color of weak tea and follow specific ratios for each brew. Overfeeding can cause lush but weak growth, so less is more. Adjust your feeding as the seasons change and stop as autumn approaches to help plants prepare for winter. Listen to your garden and let the seasons guide your routine. Sometimes, things go wrong with homemade fertilizers. Most often, it's a bad smell. A sweet, earthy aroma means success. Foul or sour smells mean the brew went anaerobic. Discard it safely on a hot compost heap. Prevent problems by using a strong air pump, brewing for 24-36 hours, and cleaning equipment thoroughly. A thin white film on manure tea is usually harmless, but thick, dark mold means contamination. Discard the batch. Bokashi leachate with mold is past its best. Pour it down the drain or onto compost, not on plants. Always wear gloves and wash hands after handling raw ingredients. Apply manure teas as a soil drench, not a foliar spray, especially on crops you'll eat raw. Good hygiene and common sense keep your garden and you safe. Don't be discouraged by mistakes. Each one is a learning opportunity. With care, your brews will nourish your garden, not harm it. Gardening should be joyful, not strenuous, especially for seniors or those with mobility concerns. Make smaller batches of fertilizer. A 10-liter bucket is easier to handle than a 20-liter one. Elevate your brewing station to a comfortable height to avoid bending and lifting. Use buckets with spigots or siphon pumps to decant liquid without heavy lifting. Opt for several small mesh bags of manure instead of one heavy sack. Use smaller watering cans with long spouts for easier application. Organize your tools and materials in one accessible spot. Your own tea station. Pace yourself and enjoy the process. There's no rush. Simple adjustments make homemade fertilizers accessible and enjoyable for years to come. Keep gardening fun, safe, and sustainable. As we wrap up, I hope you're inspired to try brewing your own living fertilizers. This is more than a set of instructions. It's a new way to see your garden as a living ecosystem. Feeding the soil with microbe-rich teas builds resilience, improves structure, and protects plants. Start simple. Try aerated compost tea or a traditional manure brew and observe the results. Keep notes on what you use and how your plants respond. Learning comes from experience. Don't fear mistakes. Every batch teaches you something new. The satisfaction of nurturing your garden with your own creations is immense. Begin small, stay curious, and be patient. You're building a healthier, more sustainable garden and a deeper connection to nature. Happy gardening. Happy.